It's the melanin on. Are we good? Are the lights on? Am I in the chair? Haven't been over here in a while. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous. I am doing great. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you follow your girl on social media at MissTP90, and over on Facebook, it's MissPtv, and turn those notifications on because, baby, you have seen the title correctly. Y'all spoke. The people have spoken. Y'all said, Miss P, if you don't get your happy ass back to doing love and hip-hop reviews, I get it. Y'all want me to come back, so I am back. We are here. Tell everybody you know that Miss P is back doing these love and hip hop ATL reviews. We have tons to talk about for this 2-hour-long premiere episode, child. So yeah, without further ado, let's go on and get into it. Stevie and Faith Evans, Mr. Faith Evans. You know what I like about Stevie and Faith? It is not forced. I like them together. Like, even their interaction, like, they're silly together, even on their social media, it just worked. At first I was like, oh hell no, oh hell no. But after a while I was like, oh hell yeah, I get it. Faith, she ain't with the shit. Let me just say that. Faith ain't playing with Stevie ass, and Stevie know what he got in Faith Evans. So hopefully it works out for them. I really like them together. Stevie, everybody and their mama knew that y'all done eloped and got together, and you need to tell everybody accordingly, okay? You need to tell Mimi, okay? You need to tell the children. You can't just be walking around. That's something that I don't like when people get together. They don't tell other people, like, hey, this my boo, we engaged, shoot, we done had a baby. Like, you need to drop them little nuggets of love in your future. You can't just be walking around like, yo, this Eva, this is my wife, Faith Evans. Faith Evans, yeah, yeah. You know, you a grown-ass man, Stevie. Quit the shit. Jamaican dancehall spice is back. Let me just say, I love her accent. I love Jamaican accents all together. This artist developer dude, Vaughn, comes to see her perform at a club, and he was basically like, yo, I mean, you real talented, you've done your thing in Jamaica, but I mean, now you in the States and you might have to change your image a bit. And I love Tokyo. Change her look to what? What you want her to do? I was like, exactly. What is she gonna change her look to? You want her to change her wig? Like something like that? And we can do a wig change, or you want her to change her outfit? Sure. I didn't know he meant we need to change your whole complexion. What the hell? Years ago, you could do cookie cutter. There was an image. You had to fit into the mold. Where now, there ain't no mold, boo-boo cakes. Like, you just come out, you are who you are. Now, granted, you have some people who still want you to be cookie cutter, still want you to fit in somebody's box. But nowadays, you don't have to fit in no damn box. You are the box. And this is for all of y'all out there. You do not have to ask nobody's permission to be who you are. We all possess our own power within us to be great. We all have our own gifts and abilities. And for somebody like a Vaughn or any type of artist developer or anybody to dumb down what you do, that's bullshit at the end of the day. Like, I'm all for constructive criticism. I'm all for people telling you, hey, maybe you can change this around or do this. But for somebody to tell you, hey, scrap all that you done did, you need to start over. Like, what? We gonna come back to Spice. We hearing a 911 call, the dispatcher. We hearing Mimi. We got the baby in the background. Oh my God, shooting, and oh, it's too much. What the hell? We're gonna fast forward to the next day, I'm guessing. The aftermath. She wants to tell everybody what happened was. She get all the girls there. They're like, what the hell? What's going on? She was basically like, Ty has a new basketball contract, and she is now playing basketball with a basketball. In Israel, so she is not here right now. Stevie is now married and wanted to get married to the Faith Evans, and they're all the way in LA. What are they going to do? They basically asked her, like, Mimi, what happened? Like, how did this happen? She's like, so I'm in my house. I want to take my trash out, so I go outside to take out my trash. First of all, ma'am, who in the hell? I can't stand it when people take shit outside in the dark, in the pure black night. But I'm so glad that she went outside, because if not, that man would have been up in there in the garage, okay? While you making Eva some little chicken nuggets. Who in the hell just sits in somebody's garage with a gun? And then dude shoots at her car. She calls the 911. Baby Eva done seen all this shit. I'm like, this is so much. Like, I can't. This is a lot. This is a Lifetime movie. It's a lot. This is too much. But this happens in real life. Okay, so scrap He's back on the cast. I was sitting here like, wait, wasn't he in the jail? Now he's in a halfway house, okay? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So he's gonna be transitioning. No, no, no. What happened is he can get out for a couple hours, okay? Just a few hours. But here's the caveat. He's not out yet because he needs a family member that hasn't been locked up. We're gonna go back to Scrap in a second. We're gonna go back to him in a few minutes. And I'm really trying to figure out how they got all the VH1 cameras and all that shit inside the halfway house recording it. What in the world? Mama D is showing her ass and titties for her 55th birthday. Oh my God. Mama D deserved to show her titties. Mama D, if you want to show your titties at 55, do you? But we gonna go back to the Bam's mama and Scrappy situation on next episode, okay? Because they didn't go into that super deep, and I can't with Mama D and that whole squad. I gotta wait till next week for that. I deserve. Sidebar. While we're at Mimi's house, we figure out that Carly is engaged yet again. My divorce! Carly stays engaged like every single season. She is engaged to a new man. Like, Carly, I understand you want the ring and things, okay? You want the number 6, okay, with his Zach sauce. You want it, I understand. But hopefully you make it last forever. Keep sweat. Little Eva goes out to eat with Faith and Stevie, and he drops the, you know, we married now bomb. And even little Eva like, the hell? Well, okay, this is interesting. Oh, thanks. As soon as I get home, Faith, oh, okay. And now what you think about, you know, you moving to LA? And she was like, yo, you need to ask the one who is raising me, honey. And he was like, I'm raising you. She said, no, I'm quite contrary. No, you need to ask my mother. Stevie is asking little Eva, like, what happened? Like, tell me what happened. She gives a wonderful play-by-play, honey. And then he was like, yo, why your mama didn't call me? She was like, she's supposed to call 911. What are you gonna do? I said, honey, even Faith was like, yes, girl, yes. Speaking of children, Spice calls her kids. Her mom keeps her kids in Jamaica while she's here in the States. And of course her kids are like, yo, why can't you have no regular job? Why can't you just be here with us? And she's like, yo, I'm doing all of this for you. And that was a really sad and tough scene, but I understand what she's trying to do, and at the same time, you know, hopefully she does get to spend time with her kids, because these are the years where you do need to spend time with your children, because it's really, really important. Thank God for FaceTime though, honey. Carly, you better have this drop-in friend ministry, honey, okay? It's like she gets a little alert. Okay, friend A needs me. Where is she at? Like, she'll drop it. I love it. Spice is fed up. And this is something I want to tell y'all. Like, it's so easy for somebody to say something to you. It's easy. It's so easy for a seed to get planted in your head of negativity. And it just sprouts. And it just overshadows all the positivity in your life. It happens to everybody. Shit, it happens to me. But oh my God, now Spice is thinking about changing her look. Even Carly was like, what do you, I mean, you wig? Everybody thinking like it's something kind of real superficial, like a wig. And she like, nah, I'm really gonna prove these haters wrong. If this is what they want me to do, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm like, Spice, really? Child, Eva is coming home from her little date with Faith and Stevie J. And Mimi is like, girl, tell me what happened. How was your little date? You enjoy it? She was like, yeah, honey. It was like 2 old women talking. She was like, yeah, honey, I met his wife. He want me to move to LA, girl. I said, what you say, girl? I told him, you gotta ask someone who raised me. I know that's right, bitch. Like, that's how they were talking. It was hilarious to me. And I love their little relationship. It's so cute. I am rolling with Mimi. She's like, I have not met the bitch yet. I wasn't there. I ain't go to not there, brunch, lunch, or dinner to meet Faith Evans. So, I don't know if you met her or not. KK done pulled some strings. Let me tell you what type of strings she done pulled, okay? Scrap this whole time thought his daddy was dead. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. But when he died, all he left us was alone. Scrap this whole time thought his pappy was dead, child. No, his pappy is yet alive. And guess who got him out of the halfway house? His half-sister, child. I said, y'all, shut up. Let me tell you something else. The half-sister and him are the same age, child. KK knew this daddy was yet alive. I said, oh my God, this is some Lifetime shit. Here's Scrap the whole time, but yo, if I hadn't have gone to prison, like what she said, honey, I mean, I don't know, just be happy you out, Scrap. That's KK. And just be happy I got your ass out and I pull some strings. Be happy. I'm like, KK, that's not what this is about. I know he's happy to be out of the halfway house and be able to get out for a couple hours. But at the end of the day, you done told him his whole life your daddy dead, and now you telling him he's alive. He's right there. What? Spice is really serious about this. She done went to the dermatologist. She done set up the consultation, honey. She want to talk to the doctor about bleaching her skin. I said, Spice, I thought you were going to get some moles removed or something. No, you want to get your skin bleached? Bruh. All the same thing. Chemical peels, lightening creams. Like, you can go to a beauty supply store right now, and this is really, really sad, but you can. And they have a boxes all over the place of lightening creams, but in different countries, lighter is better. And granted, it's like that here in the States too. It's crazy. It's crazy as hell to me. It's something I've never understood. In my own family, it's a whole spectrum of black. I think black is beautiful. All the shades that we have, and you have to love the skin that you're in, but I have to be realistic as well. And everybody's not gonna like the skin that they're in. People all the time tell me, oh, and you light skin, you don't understand. And I'm like, where am I light skin? I personally, and we're not gonna go into this is a whole nother debate. We're not gonna go into a light skin, dark skin debate in these comments, but I have been told, like, just because, I mean, you light skin, you got more opportunity, or you like, and it's like, wow, the colorism in our culture is real. And we have to be honest about that. It's very real, and it's really unfortunate. It really is. And honey, I've gone back and forth with people just because I really identify myself. I don't identify myself as light skinned, and you can argue me down on that, but that's how I feel. And why? Is because I have people in my family who are lighter than me. Like, I mean, and shades lighter. So how you gonna tell me who I am and how I feel? And we're gonna get to that a little later when we talk about Spice and Mimi's back and forth, because you have to understand where people are coming from. Everybody has their own perspective, and that's the skin that she lives in. So how am I going to tell somebody else how they feel? I see why Spice got antsy about that and felt offended, because she's looking like, yo, this is something that people do all the time in my country, where here it's totally different. Like, wanting to do those type of drastic changes, like, baby, you got to get evaluated for shit like that. Her skin is so beautiful, and it's like, man, leave it alone. You're beautiful just like you are. Which brings us to the photo shoot. So Carly thinks she's going to Spice's photo shoot just to see what she got going on. Well, no, the girl, I guess, you know, did the airbrushing or whatever to make her skin. No, she didn't go up a notch. She took it all the way white. If we gonna keep it 100, it was like, I didn't even know who the girl was. I said, this is crazy. And I do remember when she deleted all of her stuff off of her Instagram, and it was only that one promo pic, and I was like, oh, hell no. Here comes the rest of the girls, and they like, yo, where's Spice at? It's Rashida and Mimi. They like, yo, where's Spice at? And she like, I'm right here. They like, oh, hell no. Then she said she wanted to create awareness for colorism. That's all good and well. But then I'm looking at her like, no, you serious? The way she was advocating for having her skin bleached, it was like, no, you serious about this? Like, you really gonna make this change? If it was up to you right now and somebody was like, I'll go ahead and do this, she'd have probably said, where do I sign? It went from asking little questions to, are you ready for the backlash? Then she came back and said, well, didn't you augment yourself with your breasts? I said, oh, shoot. She goes into the, you're not black. Mimi was like, I was born black. Like, what are you talking about? She was like, yo, you haven't had to deal with the skin that I'm in. And that's where I said, that's the gotcha. Mimi was like, yo, you really looking like a white woman trying to be black right now. I was like, oh, shit. Like, just seeing the back and forth on this issue was just very, very sad. Like, it was going in one ear, out the other on both extremes, because they were both hyped. They were both mad, and just to see what they were arguing about was so damn sad. When Spice said, you have never experienced colorism before, I was like, oh wow, like, that's the root of the issue. That's why she was really, really pissed. But at the same time, I don't know what Mimi's stance is when it comes to that, but I had to disagree with Spice on that. We are all black at the end of the day. You can't tell me I've never experienced colorism. It might not have been your experience, but you can't tell me, just like what I was talking about earlier, where people tell me, hey, you light skinned, so you've never experienced so-and-so, and it's like, yo, you can't tell me that. Like, how are you going to tell me my experience as a black woman? No matter what shade I am, how are you going to try to tell me my experience? Like, you can't do that. So I understand where Spice is coming from. She was really, really hype at that moment. I get it. I get why she was so hyped, but at the same time, like, you can't tell somebody else about their black experience. You can't do that. You can't demean somebody else's experience just because they are not the same shade of brown as you are. You can't do that. I'm watching that whole scene, and you've even noticed I haven't even joked about this at all because I can't joke about it. Like, this is real life. Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what is your stance on the issue of colorism? I'd love for us to get into it and talk about it. Let's talk about this down below because this is a serious topic and we need to talk about it. Which brings us into our number 2, child.
Now, y'all know I have the attention span of a baby goat. So I had to break this video into part 1 and part 2. But thank you guys so much for watching part 1, our number 1 of my Love and Hip Hop ATL review. Go ahead and get it popping in the comments section. And honey, go ahead and check out part 2, our number 2. It is live and it is in the more description. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the comments.